Hey Taurus, welcome to my channel. This is Venus Baby Tarot, and I'm here to give you a timeless message today. So whenever you see this message is when you're meant to see it. So I hope that you find something that resonates. If you do, if it's not your reading, that's okay too. So let's go ahead and get you some cards here, Taurus. On the table, we'll start with your oracle messages. Oh, okay, you have kindreds. And you have the lovers. I swear, Taurus, lovers energy just keeps coming out for Taurus. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is absolutely hilarious. Okay, so then you have the first house and you have Saturn. And then we're going to get one of these animal spirit cards. You have the oyster and some tea leaves. Well, come here. Okay, you have danger, especially in money matters. You have hat, you will be playing a different role. Period of prosperity and abundance. And you have obstacles to overcome. So right off the bat, I'm getting that you could have a period of financial abundance, but with this danger, especially in money matters, you're going to need to watch your spending is what I'm getting. Affairs with your family just came out, so I think that's a side message. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna clear these up and then I'll get back on. Okay, we're all set. So what I'm seeing here for you, first off, Taurus, is I'm seeing that there are people who've been very drawn to your energy recently, or you've come into contact with individuals who are kindred spirits, you know, people who just love to be around your energy. Additionally, you could have met somebody like romantically. You feel like you two are kindred spirits and you've been moving into a lover's connection with this individual. Could even be a relationship, right? I'm also kind of noticing here that something is stirring up in you in which you're really starting to re-identify yourself. I've been getting a lot of Phoenix energy for Taurus lately, and I think it had a lot to do with the fact that, you know, we were closing out that chapter of the 2-year cycle with the eclipses between Scorpio and Taurus with the North Node in Taurus. And I've been feeling like Taurus has been reinventing themselves because the North Node was in Taurus. And with this most recent new moon in Scorpio, you know, it's been about like sort of starting a new cycle after, you know, or kind of being reborn, right? Because we're talking about Scorpio energy, death and rebirth, being reborn as a new version of yourself. And so I feel like you've been re-identifying yourself, you know, re-identifying, you know, what your self-image is. You know, you could even be changing your hairstyle, changing your clothing style, or you're just feeling like you're moving differently, you're walking differently, things like that. And I'm getting the sense that there's something about you that is being noticed, right, by individuals. Like I said, it could be romantically speaking, or it's just people are wanting to be around you. You know, it could be in the workspace if you run your own business, but I feel like you've been really noticing that, you know, there's an attraction to your energy lately, right? And I feel like here with this oyster energy, you have a lot of gifts, right? I feel like you have something very special about you. You know, you have the how do you say it? Je ne sais quoi, right? And but I feel like there's been times in your life, and it could even be presently happening, where you sort of sleep on yourself, right? You sleep on these gifts and qualities that you have. You sleep on the things that make you amazing, right? And I feel like that's been part of this process right here. Sorry, my shirt kind of got caught. That's been this process right here with this house 1, or this first house. And, you know, there's something that has been changing within you in terms of your individuality and the way that you see yourself, right? And I feel like it could be sort of a shift to, you know, opening up and seeing the pearl within you, seeing what is so special about you, right? And I feel like here with this Saturn energy, you've been restricted. I feel like you've been held back, I mean, when you think it's like the oyster is closed, right? It's like that's your restriction, and inside you have this pearl. Sorry, my phone was starting to die. I had to plug it in. Anyway, so I feel like you're starting to notice the pearl within you, right? And what makes you so special? The quality is about you. And even if you're not feeling the best about yourself, maybe you're not feeling the best about your appearance, or you're not feeling the best about the kind of money that you make, or just where you're at in life, etc. But I feel like even through that barrier, that restriction of, your insecurities, your self-doubt, the struggle within you, I feel like you're still starting to notice like something that's very special about you, right? And I feel like here that you have this opportunity. Under this Saturn energy, you have an opportunity to push outside of your own barriers, okay? And really recognize what is inside of this oyster, really opening yourself up, okay? Now, with this danger, especially in money matters, and it says obstacles to overcome. I mean, honestly, like upon first glance, I thought, okay, like overspending. But additionally, it could be a barrier that you're dealing with in terms of making money, in terms of bringing more income into you, getting a better paying job, or even like if you run your own business, like getting clientele, etc., right? There's a barrier, and I feel like the barrier begins with the family unit. Okay. And it has a lot to do with your how do I put this? Your definition of security, what that is, what that means to you and why, right? And I feel like there's going to be a very important part of really getting down to the root of the pattern that you notice in your family history in terms of money and how it has impacted the way that you think about money and the way that you think about success, okay? So let's go ahead and get your tarot cards out on the table. Oh, look at that. You have the King of Cups. You have the 8 of Cups. Wait, no. That's the 7 of Cups. Sorry. You have the 5 of Cups. You have the Queen of Cups. And you have the 2 of Pentacles. With the Death card on the bottom of the deck. Like, oh my goodness, guys. I just feel like the Death card just keeps coming out for Taurus. Like, it's just over and over and over again. Like, I don't know what is going on. But we just keep getting the Death card, right? Sorry, my shirt's kind of bothering me. It's like a really big shirt. Okay, anyway. So what I'm getting here for you, Taurus. I feel like the universe has brought you a King of Cups, right? I feel like the King of Cups is somebody who's very emotionally mature, could be ready for a relationship, somebody who's very open, right? But with the 7 of Cups, I feel like there's a lot of variables that could go into this, something that could really create a lot of confusion. It could have to do with, what you're both juggling in your life. It could have to do with where you live. It could have to do with, just a lot of factors that could create a sort of a sense of uncertainty in the connection, right? I mean, but I'm really kind of looking that because of the fact that they're like all standing, like basking in the sunlight, there's something very joyous about this energy. And keep in mind, if you do not have somebody that you're dating or you plan to date in the near future, you can apply this to a friendship, okay? But I mean, I'm getting the sense that there's just a lot of variables that are creating uncertainty in this connection. It could also have to do with what's going on within you, okay? And I feel like it's because of the fact, Taurus, that you're going through a process in your life where you're starting to soften your shell, okay? And you're starting to push past your own limitations, push past the barriers that have been up around you in your mind, right? The things that have been keeping you from truly embracing your gifts, your qualities, calling in your manifestations and being successful in your life. This could be in money matters, or this could even be in relationships. But there are definitely some barriers that I'm seeing here. And I feel like they're deeply rooted in the sense of self and also deeply rooted in family dynamics, okay? Because I feel like there could be some insecurities here. You have the Five of Cups underneath the first house. And I just get that there's a sadness here, because it's kind of like, it's like you've gotten something that you really wanted into your life, or you've gotten something that you really wanted, but now there's this sadness energy. And I feel like the sadness comes from you, Taurus, because I feel like you're just in a place right now where you may not be feeling your 100% best about yourself, and that happens. We sort of go through these ebbs and flows in life, and there are periods of time where, there's stagnancy, or we get stuck, or we're just not feeling our 100% best about ourselves. There could be things that you're wanting to change, changing your diet or exercising more, or, maybe you're aging and you're starting to see more wrinkles and, or maybe you just hate your hair and you're just ready for a new change. You're ready for a whole new wardrobe. You just walk in your closet and you're like, oh my gosh, I hate everything in here, or it could be that you're just not feeling too good about yourself because of financial troubles that you have been experiencing. And so because of that, I feel like that could create a barrier between you and this person. Additionally, the roles could be reversed. I've told you guys before, if they're reversed, take them reversed, it's a general reading. But anyway, but what I'm seeing here for this opportunity, because you have the Saturn card and the Queen of Cups, I feel like the opportunity for you is going to be in giving yourself grace for being a human. Like, sometimes we just are where we are, right? And that doesn't mean that we need to badger ourselves or beat ourselves down. Like, sometimes we just are where we are. And that's why grace is so important. It is one of my favorite words of all time, because it is something that I find to be absolutely vital. Because as a person who would just beat myself down, I'd carry around my measuring stick my whole life of what I was measuring myself up against. And if I didn't meet that, I was constantly beating myself down. I was so mean to myself for most of my life. And then one day, about, I think it was like 5 years ago, I finally decided I'm not talking to myself like that anymore. And there are times I slip back in, but it is so infrequent at this point in my life. And because I could not continue to badger myself and make myself feel bad for not being perfect, any longer. And that's what I'm getting, is that I'm seeing here that like this is going to be an opportunity for you to really shift past this, for you to push past the barriers in your mind, okay? And additionally, it says you will be playing a different role. And what I'm kind of getting here is that it's like, how sometimes it's like you put on, like you change your outfit or you change a hat or something, like, and it's almost like you have two completely different personalities. Like, say you're just wearing like a t-shirt and shorts, right? And then, during the daytime, and then you get all like dressed up, if you are feminine and you like to wear dresses with your makeup and your hair done and your high heels on, like it's like you have two completely different personalities based off of what you're wearing, right? And so I'm getting that there's that level of a shift that's happening within you, where you just start to walk more confidently, like you're putting on a different hat, you're putting on a different outfit, you're putting on a different view of yourself. And you're moving different, you're walking different, you're talking different, you're just feeling better about yourself, Taurus. And I feel like you get that opportunity to do that. For some of you, you may not. For some of you, you may absolutely resist that energy and stay stuck with your, your shell closed, and stuck in your limitations, and stuck in your barriers, and not really like stepping outside of your comfort zone and pushing past this energy of feeling just bogged down by whatever has been in your mind, in terms of like insecurity or how you talk to yourself, right? And so I feel like, it's like you have a period of your life here with this card right here, where there's prosperity and abundance. Abundance comes in many forms, does it not? It can come in friendship. It can come in love. It can come in finances, can come in new opportunities in business. It can also come in terms of, matters of the family, just getting together, if you celebrate the upcoming holidays, getting together with family, things like that, And I feel, what was I trying to say with that? Oh, I feel like, sorry. I feel like, you have this period of abundance coming into your life, and either you're going to embrace it or you are going to stay stuck. Okay. And that's what I'm getting for you. It really does look like it has to do with a choice for you, because you have this Two of Pentacles, which is inside of a butterfly, right? Over here, you have the Death card, death and rebirth. I told you earlier, I've been feeling Phoenix energy, and it's like you have this opportunity to really spread your wings. You have this opportunity to really see the pearl within you. And either you're going to take it, or you're going to see it, or you're not. But I feel like ultimately the choice is yours. And this is kind of what I'm getting with dangers and money matters and this period of prosperity as well. It's basically like either you're going to grab the bull by the horns and you're going to embrace prosperity and abundance and know that, and be secure enough with yourself to know that you deserve that, or you're going to dwell in this mindset of, things are always going to be a struggle and they're never going to work out. You know what I mean? And that doesn't mean that like, I'm not one of those spiritualists that's like so detached from reality that I absolutely like I don't think that bills are like an issue. I know that we have to pay our bills. I know that we have to put food on the table, right? And I know that sometimes, like there are jobs that people take where they simply do not make enough. I totally understand that. Okay. I get it. But I feel like you also have an opportunity for something else in your life that's going to bring you more prosperity and abundance. And in order for you to really grab that opportunity, you have to really address what is confining your mind, okay? What is holding you back, okay? So let's go ahead and get a couple more of these. Look at that. You have the Eight of Cups. I've been feeling for Taurus, the Nine of Wands. I love this. I've been feeling for Taurus, like there is something that you're leaving behind. You have the Justice card. You have the Ten of Swords. I feel like this was supposed to go here, but doesn't matter. There's something that you're leaving behind. And the Five of Swords with the Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck. That's interesting. It's a lot of swords energy, Taurus. It's a lot of swords energy for an earth sign. I mean, you have a lot of water energy over here too, and now we're moving into swords energy. But anyway, so It's what was I going to say before I had a second thought? Okay. You've been leaving something behind, okay? I feel like it had a lot to do with, past situations, past ways of thinking, past individuals. It could even be like a job, right? Like something you've been leaving behind in favor of a newer opportunity, right? Additionally, it could be that you're needing to leave something behind. It's like you're needing to take a calculated risk, And I feel like with this Nine of Wands here, It's like doors open up for you, opportunities open up for you, that kind of thing. And the Nine of Wands can be about resiliency. It can be about going through this Ten of Swords kind of energy and standing back up and saying, okay, well, I'm a little battered and bruised, but I'm going to pick up and I'm going to keep moving and I'm going to try. I just saw a hawk fly in front of my window. I'm going to pick up and keep moving, and I'm going to try. I'm going to try again. I'm going to see what happens, right? And I'm getting the sense that I'm getting two things from this. Okay. So number one, this could be in terms of being sort of in a dead end place in terms of finances and career, or being in a place where you haven't really been connected to an infinite source of abundance. Okay. Look, the infinity symbol. And so because of that, you've been struggling or you've been feeling like things are lacking. The other thing I get here is that, in terms of like a lover's connection, okay, or a relationship, I'm getting the sense that like you've been through hell and back in the past in terms of a relationship. Like you've been through a lot. I get it. I feel like you've been through a lot of pain in the past. And now it's like you're getting up, you're starting over, and you're like, I'm going to put one foot in front of the other, and I'm going to try again and see if this one works out, see if this one sticks, right? And I feel like right now there's some uncertainty about it, but I feel like you're willing to embrace it. You're willing to embrace something new, okay? I feel like ultimately, with this Justice card here, it's like, the universe is bringing something that is going to balance you out. But I feel that you have the opportunity to stop it. Like you do. You have the opportunity to interfere with it. If you dwell too much in your own restrictions, Taurus, like if you stay so stuck in your mind and you don't try to get a higher perspective and see above your pain, your limitations, your insecurities, that kind of thing, then you're not going to be able to embrace new opportunities with open arms, right? If, we talked about my last reading with like a solar plexus blockage, self-worth issue, right? And when we're dwelling in that energy, we are attracting things that are going to continuously confirm what we believe about ourselves. If you walk through life and you think that you are a worthless POS, right? And that is how you treat yourself, you will see evidence of that confirming what you believe about yourself everywhere, in everyone, in every situation. If you walk through life like, you know what, I'm human, I've made some mistakes, but I still love myself and I know that I am worthy and I am valuable, you're going to see evidence of that everywhere in your life with people, situations, etc., right? If you are trying to measure yourself up to a level of perfection that nobody could ever achieve, and then you beat yourself down when you don't meet that level of perfection, then you're going to be seeing evidence of that everywhere in everyone, like you're going to see confirmation of why you should beat yourself down. Excuse me. And that's why you have this Queen of Cups right here. You have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. They're swimming towards each other. They want each other. Like I said, this could be a relationship, right? But if your mind is getting too messy about your insecurities, the way that you look, like how much money you make, whatever, you could totally sabotage it. I got to be real with you, because I'm looking over here at this with these worms with the knives through them. Hold on, I have to cough. Excuse me. And I mean, look at this bull with like all of these. It's the bull. It's us. It's Taurus with all of these swords through it. It's like, this is sabotage. This is self-sabotage, right? This is recreating your pain. This is you putting out into the universe that you are inherently, this is at the center of your reading with this Five of Cups, which I am seeing as this horse is very, downtrodden, sad, insecure, and like not really open to the two cups in the background, like in the traditional Rider-Waite There's the 3 spilt over cups in the front of the individual, and there's the 2 full cups behind them, right? The 2 of cups, right? The lover's energy. You have the opportunity to embrace the 2 of cups, the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups together. Whether this is in a romantic relationship or like even an opportunity from somebody giving, like say you're the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups giving you an opportunity, right? That would be the 2 of Cups energy. And either you're going to embrace that or you're going to keep focusing on what's wrong. Like you're going to be hard on yourself or feeling depressed or lowly or, you know, just being too focused on what's wrong with you and what's wrong with your life. And if you're doing that and you're not giving yourself grace, you're going to stay stuck in your own barriers that are keeping you from a blessing. Okay. And the universe, I feel like, is trying to bring something that is going to balance out. It's going to lighten the load. It's going to bring you more happiness and joy and really balance out all the painful experiences that you've been through to basically show you that there is something to keep striving for in life. Like there's a reason to have hope, right? But I'm just getting the sense that either you're going to clam up, you're going to close your shell, or you're going to open up and you're going to say, I am beautiful. I am so beautiful inside and out. I am worthy. I am capable. I am skilled. I am talented. I am gifted. I am successful. I am attractive. You know, like I am energy right here. You're either going to see what you are or you're going to focus on either what you aren't or what, you know, you wish you could be. You know, and this is going to be the time to really take a look at what makes you special, Taurus. And that's why this 5 of Swords ends your reading. Because there is an internal battle going on within you. And I feel like this battle that has to do with painful experiences, it has to do with painful relationships, painful family dynamics, a harsh sense of self, you know, that can all intercept and sabotage the blessing that the universe is actually trying to bring you. And I'm not trying to like give you like a hard reading or a tough love kind of reading, but it kind of feels like maybe that's a little bit what's needed. Because look, you have this 7 of Swords over here on the bottom of the deck. And the thing about the 7 of Swords is that for me, sometimes it's like we have the chance to deny ourselves opportunities. We really do. We can absolutely deny ourselves opportunities if we stay too stuck in outdated energy, old energy, you know, painful energy, wounded energy. We can absolutely like sabotage and deny ourselves opportunities. But then look at this, the Fool card is right underneath it. And so it's like you have the chance to set yourself free and to really embrace beautiful energy, you know, moving forward. Embrace blessings moving forward. But the reason why this reading is so important in terms of really addressing like what you have to push past or work through or dive in to figure out why you do this to yourself is because Saturn is right here in your opportunity. Saturn is blocking your opportunity. And why is Saturn blocking your opportunity? Because Saturn is the long lesson. Saturn is barriers, it's restrictions, you know, and it's struggles. And you have to learn to be patient with yourself. You have to learn to be diligent with yourself, your dreams, your goals, you know, and also in reframing the way that you talk to yourself or the way you think about yourself, you have to be diligent, you know, and that's why it says hard work right here and patience, being diligent, you know, and then having some grace for yourself and being patient with yourself in this process of life. Like, nobody comes out of the womb just 100% perfect and stays that way for the rest of their life. I mean, I'm sure a lot of us wish we could, but that's just not how it works, you know? Like, we learn by stumbling and falling and picking ourselves back up. That's the 9 of Wands right there. That's how we learn. And I feel like Yeah, relationships in the past didn't work out. Yeah, you had some complex family dynamics. Yeah, you may have had some money troubles in your life. Yeah, you walk around through life with some insecurities and feeling bad about yourself. Yeah, I understand. I see that. But that doesn't frame who you are as a person and who you can become. And that's why you have this death card right here. And remember, like this is very much, it's so interesting to me because it kind of looks like a phoenix. But like what's interesting is that it is a skeleton, but then at the same time, it kind of has baby feathers on it, right? And so to me, it's kind of like, I mean, it's a death and rebirth energy, just flat out is what it is. And I feel that what's happening to you, Taurus, is that this is what is being put down. Okay? This is what is being euthanized, so to speak. Like, you know, this is what needs to be put to rest, Taurus. You know? I feel like the way that you badger yourself, the way that you restrict yourself, the way that you talk to yourself, the way that you see yourself, the way that you intercept your own blessings, that all has to be put down. It has to be put to rest, you know, and really dive in to see why, you know. I mean, for me, I'm going to give an example. I think I've talked about this on my channel before, and I can talk about this because this person is nowhere near hasn't been in my life for many, many years. I don't even know where this person is. So, but I had a step parent that was very, 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 very mean to me as a child. Very mean to me. Put me down relentlessly. And I did not deserve what I was put through. And I grew up with such a horrible complex. I was so insecure for like all of my life until I hit my 30s and I started my self-love journey. And now I'm a very confident person, but it took me a really long time to get here. It took a lot of work. And I want to say that it was even kind of a little bit rocky between the ages of 30 and 35. But after 35 is when I really started to feel like I was shining as an individual. And it took a lot. It took a lot. That doesn't mean that I don't have insecurities, but I'm not an insecure person anymore. I mean, if you know the difference, you know, it's like I'm not constantly plagued by my insecurities, but I have them because I'm human, right? And that I feel like is what this is about right here. But I feel like something has happened to you in your life that has really made you feel bad about yourself. You know, there's somebody specifically that just really tore you down. And I feel like that has been coming to the surface for you lately. And either you're going to perpetuate in your mind the kind of crap that they used to say to you, or you're going to replace it with what you wish they would have said to you, you know, or what people in your life who do support you and do love you and do look at you like you sparkle and do see how attractive and beautiful and amazing and gifted and talented and wonderful you are, and tell yourself those things instead of the things that the naysayers tell you, you know. And that's like, okay, so as a content creator, it's very easy sometimes when you have the haters in the comment. Like sometimes it's like those negative comments can be the one thing that sticks to you, right? And something that I have had to learn to practice is if there's one negative commenter for every 10, 20 comments, I'm going to focus on the positive comments, right? I'm not going to even focus on the negative comments, you know, because like if you're so miserable that you're going to come on the internet and tear a person down just to make yourself feel better, you need to go to therapy. Get off the internet and go to therapy. Right? And that is what I would tell the people who tore me down as an individual as well. Go take your crap, quit projecting it onto me, and go to therapy, right? And that is what it's like. It's almost like you mentally have to stand up against your bullies from the past, Taurus. You know what I mean? Like mentally, you have to like shut them down, even though they're not in your life or they may be in your life. But like you have to mentally shut those people down and let them know that their words don't get to penetrate your aura anymore and they don't get to define who you are, right? You get to define who you are. And that's it. Like full stop. Like that's it. You know, you get to define who you are. This reading got kind of deep. Okay, so let's go ahead and get you a closing oracle message, Taurus. I forgot to tell you, if you're looking for a personal session, you can book in my scheduler down below. Oh my gosh, that was a lot of cards. And please be sure to like and subscribe if you like my content. You have I am I mean, hello, if that's not what we've been talking about. I feel like deep down inside, Taurus, you know who you are. You know what makes you special. And if you haven't figured it out yet, it's time. It's time for you to really embrace who you are. But not only that, like, what are you striving to be? And start talking to yourself as if you're already that person. Start saying your I am affirmations, you know? Like, say for instance, you're aging and you have well, how do I put that as I am? Because you could say like I have youthful glowing skin or something like that, but I'm like, I am. Well, okay, so say for instance, you have been wanting to lose weight, okay? And you could start saying to yourself every single day, I am whatever your goal weight is. Every day, just say it and watch what happens. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Okay, the gift. That's what I was talking about. The pearl within. The gift that you have. The gift of you, Taurus. The gift of you. Not just like your qualities, your skills, but just the gift of you. You recognizing, I am a gift. I am a gift. Or you could say, I am the gift. Whatever suits your fancy. Clock time gateway, I'm not really sure what that one is, but being an open channel. Well, I can't show that card because of the naked people on it, so we just went ahead and put that one down. So anyway, then you have Insight, Fire, and Fibonacci. That is a lot of energy. I would have to definitely look at some of the descriptions in the box in the booklet. But I don't know what the clock time gateway is, and I know the Fibonacci sequence is in lots of things. And I feel like more than anything, this is about interconnectedness. This is about seeing how, like we've talked about before, the universe doesn't make junk. Right? I mean, yeah, there are definitely people walking around on this planet who have some really, really shady characteristics. I mean, let's just be real, okay? But at their core, at their essence, they are not junk, right? They are beautiful children of the universe. We all are. We are all beautiful children of the universe, but we make mistakes too. Some of us just make a lot more than others, but we're still beautiful children of the universe, right? And I feel like there's something about you at this time in your life that is needing to really let that sink in. I love what is it? Desiderata? Is that how you say it? I love that. I love that poem. You are a child of the universe and you have a right to be here. Anyway, love it. Absolutely love it. But anyway, so I feel like with this Insight Fire, this is something that's happening within you. You're recognizing who you are. You're recognizing your gifts. You're recognizing, your insights, your inspiration. And this is also can be about taking chances, really, being motivated to go and take some risk and do new things in your life and really expand on your gifts and your talents and your capabilities and really putting yourself out there and allowing yourself to be seen, allowing an individual that you could be dating to really see you in all of your glory and stop hiding yourself. Stop hiding yourself. Stop pulling yourself back and being afraid to be seen because you're not feeling your 100% right now. That doesn't mean that you don't deserve to be loved just because you're not 100%. And when are we ever really 100%? And I feel like that's why that Queen of Cups is so vital for you right now, Taurus. This is about love and grace and compassion for you. And that is what's going to be an open channel. It's going to help you be an open channel for new abundant opportunities, the prosperity and abundance. I swear, I feel like this has been a tarot P session for you guys. Oh my goodness. The clock time gateway, I mean, I just feel like that has a lot to do with the karma, right? Justice. Certain things have happened in your life to teach you certain things, right? And sometimes they're not fun. And let's just be real about that. We know sometimes it's just not fun. But, sometimes we just have to say It is what it is, and what it was what it was. But what's the opportunity here? What can I learn here, and how can I grow past it? And I feel like that's something that you're needing to reflect on, and that's okay. So that's what I have for you. I hope that this reading helps. Set yourself free, Taurus. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.